Welcome, YouTube, to a brand new series that I plan on having on my channel for a little while. In this series, we're going to be playing Minecraft. But not just any old Minecraft. We're going to be playing Minecraft a little modded. In this series, I plan on trying out a mod that I've wanted to really get my hands into for quite a while now, and that is TangoTek's TekTopia mod. Now, it is not brand new at this stage anymore, but it is still something I want to try out. And for the sake of this mod, the fact that we're playing it for the experience of TekTopia, not necessarily just for Minecraft survival, I did a little bit of the early game grind already. I have a mineshaft going down to Y level 11, in which I have collected some resources. So I have a couple of diamonds that I am going to be using for some of my tools, and just a little bit more emeralds to get myself kickstarted. Iron and so on, and some tools that I may or may not share with my TekTopia villagers. I also have carrots and potatoes that I looted from existing villages and grew up a little bit, so I have more of them. And I've collected some resources while being out here. General things that I can use to start building, so that I can really get into this game and experience the mod for what it is. We're currently here in a spruce biome with an extreme hills at my back. Because this is where I came to find emeralds. I thought if I'm going to be mining for resources, it might as well be somewhere where I can find valuable resources for myself. Now, for those who don't know, TekTopia is a mod in which you, the player, in this case me, acts as the mayor and the founder of a Minecraft village. But not any old Minecraft village. Villagers have been improved. They've been updated, and now they really need to survive. They need to do their jobs, farmers or miners or lumberjacks, chefs, etc. And each individual villager needs to rely on other villagers to generate a thriving village. So you act as the mayor, the founder of this village, creating an environment where, well, for starters, you help your villagers survive until they can survive on their own, without your help. Now, some of these things we do not need to, I need the seeds, do not need to take with us because we need carrots and potatoes instead. So we're going to be focusing more on the mod than on the act of playing Minecraft. Now, I have some other mods on here just for convenience sake for myself, one of them being JourneyMap. So I spawned here in the north somewhere and explored a little bit until I found spaces that I liked. Went and found a village to raid to start off with, because that's how you start the mod, but we'll get into that in a second. And then I found these extreme hills to mine in. I've already chosen a location to start our village, so we're going to travel there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this little series. It probably won't be a very long series on the channel, but I think it'll be fun, a little dipping my toes into modded Minecraft, if you will, because I've been primarily playing vanilla Minecraft my whole life, so we're going to try something different, see how it goes. So here we have a plains area, we've got some horses and, well, it's a plains biome, so there should be sheep and cows and things around. If not, I'm going to have my work cut out for me finding them. Here it is. This is a chest. So these are things that I looted from another village already. chief among those, the town hall and the storage room, which is what you need to get a village started. The home icons, a little bonus, I will see if I need them or not, because I have some emeralds, so I should be able to afford a starter house and an occupation or two, and a whole bunch of beds, so that I won't need to kill or hunt down all of the sheep. Not that I see any sheep around here. But yeah, so this is our little starter chest, and I'm going to dump some of these things in here for now. The ones that I can't quite use just yet. As for the rest, I'm going to go ahead and off camera build a bit of a town hall, because that is the first structure we need. We need to be able to implement these two icons today. Probably a home icon as well, but that we get into once we have the town hall up and running. So I will be right back with you all once I've built up a little starter town hall, something we'll probably end up building onto and improving down the line. So I'm currently back at my little starter hidey hole, where I had been doing all of my mining and living before starting this series, because I'm here to come collect some more resources. I want to do a bit more building. I have already finished the town hall and ultimately the house in which I will be living in for the duration of this series as well. But since building it, I came to a realization that I'm going to be building a couple more structures in this episode, because you can't just have the town hall to get a village started. You need a couple other things, chief amongst which a storage building and a house for your villagers to live in. So instead of me bringing you back in this clip and telling you that I'm going to be building some more buildings and then bringing you back for them after I've built them, I realized that that's wasted content. So since building the town hall, I have gone and I've downloaded Optifine and the replay mod for Minecraft 1.12.2, which TekTopia runs on, and I'm instead going to give you all a quick little time lapse of me building the next couple of structures before we can get our village started. So I will see you all after the time lapse. I hope you all enjoyed what was ultimately close to 2 hours of building compressed into under 2 minutes. It took me much longer to figure out a shape and a style for the storage room that I wanted, that I liked, and you know, running out of materials halfway through the build was also one thing. So you all saw the trees pop up halfway through building the storage shed, but this is what we have. If you look in the top right in our little mini map, which is JourneyMap, by the way, one of the mods I have on this world, you can see there are currently 3 structures standing and our farm that I have started. I've started some trees for when we get to lumberjacks in that part of the game. But what we have here is this building is our town hall slash my house. On the ground floor will be the town hall. I need to put chairs in here because chairs come with the mod, and the 2 occupants of this structure, which is the town hall and the storage room, I'm going to try to do this without using those first, but we'll see. I want to get 2 villagers in today's episode just to get the village kind of rolling so that I have something to start earning emeralds with. So yeah, town hall on the ground floor, and then the upper floor is going to be my house. So here I have some chests in which for now my main building materials and all of my valuables are stored. Valuables that I do not want my villagers using, such as the iron, the coal. I might give them some of the coal, but the gold and the diamonds for now mine. Also, here is my bed, because the villagers need their own beds in this mod. They actually need their beds. We have a house, and from the time-lapse you would have seen that I put 4 beds in here. So I do not have a 4-unit token. We're going to try and purchase one once we start. And then we have the storage room, storage shed structure building thing with some natural in like raised finger gesture thingy. Natural light coming in from the top because there are no windows in the walls, which I'm okay with. And chests, and I've already put some things in here for the villagers to start using. So there's some wood, some saplings for them to plant trees with, and some crops to start growing with. Also some stone. I don't know if they need this cobblestone, but I'm going to give them some cobblestone. So that's all I have at this point. The storage room opens up into all 4 cardinal directions so that my villagers can approach it from anywhere, basically. So I'm going to structure the majority of my village around my storage room so that everything is equidistant from the storage room. But yeah, so for now, let's start by placing the 2 structures that we have. So how this works with this mod is you can place it on the left, on the right, or on top of a door, and then it scans the structure behind that door to determine whether it is a valid structure or not. So you put an item frame down and you put your token down, and if it is glowing like that, it is a valid structure. So now if we come in here, we should have villagers spawning. Aha! Here they are. The architect and the tradesman. Now those are the 2 we need. But the sun is setting, so before we look at them and we explain anything else, let's come and take a quick nap. So those are the 2 main villagers that we're going to need to run our village, or to get our village going. From the architect we purchase other structure tokens, such as the town hall, the storage, houses, and so on. Aha! Okay, so our storage is a valid structure. Now, all chests on the floor, so only these, if I were to put a chest above that, it would not read it in the storage room. So all chests on the floor are now valid chests, crafting tables, and a single furnace within a storage room for miners and such to use until the time at which a blacksmith can be constructed. Now we will also need a house, but I do not have, well I have, but I would like to try to purchase one, a 4-bedroom one, a home token. So let's come in here and see what these guys have for us. So the architect does structures, like this in the storage room and the homes. The tradesman, on the other hand, does actual occupations for villagers. So the bard, a guard that hunts and slays monsters, ranchers, blacksmith, butcher, chef, druid, teacher, miner, farmer we're going to need in this episode, and lumberjack I think we're going to need in this episode, enchanter, and cleric. So those are all of the occupation tokens, and we'll get to them in a second. Let's just have a look here. Tavern, which is really expensive. There is no way I can afford that at the moment. A school, a sheep pen, mine shafts, which are really cheap because obviously you're going to have more than one miner and more than one mine shaft active. Pig pen, homes. So home 4 is very expensive. That is 13 emeralds. Wow. Okay, so if I purchase the 4 home unit, I can afford either a lumberjack or a farmer, not both, as it stands with my 17 emeralds. Cowpen, library, chicken, butcher, smithy, guard posts, merchant stall. I don't know what a merchant stall does. I don't think TangoTek ever put an episode out for that. I'll have to figure out what a merchant stall does. So now the question is, do we purchase a 4 home token? I don't think we do. I think for now, let's purchase one of these, a 2 home token, because I only need 2 villagers to really get the village going, I think. One of those is a farmer, so that our villagers can start feeding themselves, and the other one is a lumberjack. Now the lumberjack I want to use to get logs in, obviously, and logs I think is one of the better early game trades with a merchant to get more emeralds. So let's put that down. Now 2 of the 4 beds inside this house should have turned yellow. Okay, so there we go. These 2 are red because they are not active at the moment, but these 2 are unclaimed active beds and are yellow, which is perfect. That is exactly what we want. Now, since I have no villagers in my village, we have a small problem, and it becomes a waiting game for the first set of nomads to show up. And once we get some nomads, 2 of them will be employed. There they are! The first set of nomads spawning way off in the distance. Let's see if we can find them, catch up with them. Wow, so many spawned! I guess it must be because I have no villagers in my village. The more villagers you have, the less likely you are to have nomads spawning in a day. I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure how Tango programmed the maths in, but that should be more or less how it works. So once these guys get in, and JourneyMap does not pick them up at all, which is very interesting. Let's see. Oh, you are a level 9 lumberjack. Nothing. Level 7 teacher. We don't need a teacher. You are nothing. Level 8 enchanter. Rancher and or cleric. Rancher. Okay, so where is that level 9 lumberjack? Way out in front. This one. You are our first villager, a lumberjack, who should go and do things now. And then I don't think it matters very much which villager we choose. I'm going to go for the one with the highest intelligence, and it looks like this one, because the higher their intelligence, the faster they level up in their chosen profession. And here we see our lumberjack going at it. Our first villager doing her job. She chopped down a tree, and she planted a new tree. That is super exciting, actually. Watching villagers take care of themselves. Where did our farmer go, I wonder? Okay, but now we have 2 villagers in the village. So yes, the yellow beds turned green because now they are claimed active beds. Aha! There is our farmer. Let's have a look here what she does. I'm not gonna let her do those. Not that, not that. I'm just customizing which tasks I want her to do. So they can't chop dark oak. Interesting. I don't think they can chop the 2x2 trees. And I only have oak and spruce at the moment. There are birch trees around, but for now, and we don't have a library or a tavern yet. Oh, hello. Did you guys go and visit the storage room? All of you? Together? Okay. Yeah. For now I don't have those 2 happiness structures, so I'm not going to worry about that. Come back here, lumberjack, with Isabel Van Gant. Ooh, fancy. See, she's already collecting things and she has her axe and everything. Oh, it is her that I changed. I want to change the farmer's plans. He's calling it a day. The sun is setting and he is going home. I want to come and change your things. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have sugarcane at the moment. I should probably work on getting some sugarcane though. I'll change that when I do get. Don't have beetroot. I did plant carrots. I haven't planted wheat. I planted potatoes. I want them to get some carrots and potatoes in so that my villagers can eat for a while first. Plant carrot, sure. Not wheat, plant potato. Read in library. Till dirt I'm going to turn off. I can till the dirt. There's only one farmer at the moment, and that farmer needs to focus on gathering food for our villagers so that our village can sustain itself, because they do get hungry. They've got all kinds of status effects and status bars, I mean. So there's our lumberjack going and doing something. I want to see what she does. Oh, slammed the door in my face. What is she doing? She's getting some carrots because she was a little hungry. So they have a health bar, a hunger bar, a happiness bar, and an intelligence bar. Happiness is going to fall gradually until I get some things to increase their happiness. There are a couple of methods to do that. The tavern probably being one of the earliest ones, or perhaps a bard. I could employ the help of a bard. But for now I have little to no emeralds left to my name. I have 5 emeralds. Not enough beds to sustain any more villagers. So I think the very first thing I need to do, yes, the architect. I want to speak to the architect. I need to upgrade that house from a 2 to a 4. So I need a total of 13 emeralds, which means I need 8 more emeralds before I can employ any more villagers. Now for that, to trade with the merchant. Let's talk about that real quick, because that is a very important part of this game, is trading with the merchant. That is how you get more emeralds. I cannot create a massive automatic farm that auto collects 12 stacks of carrots at once and then just trade all the carrots in the world with the merchant for emeralds. The only things I can trade with the merchant are things collected by my villagers or made by my villagers, because they have different icons or different entity codes, whatever one calls it. Let's come and see if they have deposited any of those things in here. There we go. So spruce wood collected by my villager has a green name, where spruce wood collected by me has a white name. I can only trade items with a green name to the merchant. So to make money, my villagers need to produce things. Without them producing things, I cannot make any money. And without any more money, I cannot grow my village. And that is the point of this game. Making a village that produces enough to continually grow. And I believe that this is pretty much where I'm going to call it for this episode, because there isn't much more I can do. I do not need to build anything more at this point, and I cannot afford any more villagers at this point. So, if you all enjoyed the first episode to what is going to be a fairly brief series of me exploring TangoTek's new mod TekTopia, go ahead and leave a like. It really helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, the rest of this series, or other gaming related content, subscribe to the channel. I release videos fairly often these days, and I plan on maintaining that regularity. But until the next episode, thank you all very much for joining me, and have a wonderful evening.